Are some of New Mexico's historic national landmarks at risk? Yes, says a new report out from a group. It's called the Union Concerned Scientists. You might have heard about the group. Some say it's left or a little liberal leaning. Well, last week the report out says wildfires and the floods that follow could destroy the Mesa Verde National Park, Bandelier National Monument, Santa Clara Pueblo. This includes the Valles Caldera area. Now, Dr. Anastasia Stefan is with the Valles Caldera here. She's going to talk with us about some of the threats here in New Mexico. Good morning, Dr. Stefan. It's good to see you.
Good morning.
Hey, I just want to take all the politics, all the discussion about climate change and all that stuff out of here. Let's just talk about these areas. We love them here in New Mexico. They are treasured landmarks. How in danger are they right now because of wildfires, floods, and more?
What we've seen throughout the Southwest for the past 2 decades is that we're getting more large fires. They're bigger, they burn hotter, greater severity, and that causes just increasing amounts of damage to the sites that are out there.
Okay, you talk, in just the past few years, we've seen the Las Conchas fire, the Cerro Grande fire up there. I mean, how much damage do these fires do, and what's the long-term effect of these fires and then the burn scars that come after them?
Well, at both Mesa Verde National Park and Bandelier National Monument, we see that in each case, at least 50% of the areas have been burned. And that's affected hundreds and in some cases over 1,000 archaeological sites. And as you know, here in the Southwest, the fire season in May and June is followed by the rainy season in July and August. And that sort of makes a 1-2 punch, where these fire-scarred landscapes receiving the heavy rain that the water just can't soak in, runs across the landscape and creates incredible flash flooding. Okay,
I know they've done a lot of seed planting up in that area.
Yes.
You see it every day. Are things starting to grow back, and are we starting to get to at least a decent position?
Well, they are. Particularly this spring, we've had some good late moisture, and that's helping things green up a little bit. But some of these landscapes, it's going to take years, decades, and maybe even longer in some cases to heal.
Okay, a few seconds ago, you mentioned that hundreds, maybe even 1,000 sites get damaged or destroyed by the fires and the floods. Once they're gone, are they gone? Is there any way we can kind of resurrect these or get back to being at a position to take a look at them and investigate what's there?
Well, archaeological sites are non-renewable resources. So yes, if they've eroded away or they're cut through, then they're gone forever. Sites that have been burned across the surface, there's still intact material below, and that still has information that we can learn from for the future.
Okay, so I think a lot of people, they hear this and they say, okay, I don't like the fact that these sites are in danger. We're seeing some of the burn scars and the pictures of the fires and the flooding that's happened with them. As people, as a society, as a state, what can we do to prevent anything? I guess the better question is there anything we can do to prevent some of the damage or to help with any of this?
Well, absolutely. Congress created a program in 2009 called the Collaborative Forest Landscape Restoration Program, and that allows agencies to work, so parks can work with forests and can work on forest restoration at the same scale that the fires are burning. And that's a very, very excellent program that's done a lot of good. And in the Southwest, we have several of those kinds of programs going on.
Okay, people can get in touch with you. You can go to our website, casa.com, click on the blog. You'll get in touch with the Valles Caldera's website to see how you can get involved in that. I think one thing you want people to know, I mean, right now, knock on wood, we're at a decent position with wildfire season. We've seen very bad fires out in Oklahoma, seen them out in the Southwest near San Diego. Here, the fire in the Gila is under control. Up north in your area, things are looking all right. It's
looking pretty good. Not as bad as we've seen some previous years. The fire danger is still fairly high, so people should be careful when they're on the landscape.
Okay, and with that, the area, it is open. People can go up there. You want people to go up there. You don't want all this talk about fire and destruction and all to deter people from seeing these beautiful sites.
Absolutely. The Valles Caldera is now open for the summer season. We're open 7 days a week. We've got a bunch of different programs going on. There are van tours people can hop on if they come up there several times a day. We have 50 miles of hiking trails that are available for people to come.
All open?
Yeah, all open. And so it's a really beautiful environment. You can see where the fire burning happened, but the rest of the preserve is gorgeous.
Okay, don't let it deter you from going up there.
Absolutely
Just
not.
Be very safe, be conscious as you're out there in the wilderness.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place to bring your family.
It is, and maybe see some elk we were talking about.
Lots
a lot
of
elk up there. It's a great place. Dr. Stefan, thank you so much for coming on talking about this with us this morning. If you want to find out more about this report and about particularly how it's affecting sites here in New Mexico, go to casa.com, click on the Casa blog. Come back soon.
Okay.